This contest is scheduled for 4 two-minute rounds. Introducing first, swinging from the blue corner, pro boxer Marcus Williams. And his opponent, coming in hot from the red corner, Cash Isaac Taylor.
How good is Greg Hamilton as an announcer? But coming in hot are both athletes to my mind. And Gareth, you were just saying about Salt Papi being a real inspiration to people in this scene.
Absolutely. Look, he's one of those guys that's gathered a following as an influencer, but has also gathered a following who've seen his physical transformation, the confidence he's brought. His idol is Manny Pacquiao, the eight-weight world champion, the legend of the Philippines, ran for president. Salt Papi's a big figure. To have that confidence in your corner will help Cash tonight.
There we go, round number one. Andy Shepard, Gareth A. Davies and Anthony Corolla on the call here. And of course, Anthony Taylor, Isaac's brother, is another inspiration. He's a mixed martial arts athlete, but has really stepped across into crossover boxing and made a big name for him. And Anthony, what's your take on this, on athletes coming from different sports and using crossover boxing to elevate themselves?
I'm a fan of it. People will give it stick, but as you've seen there, he started very well here, Isaac Taylor. But in the MMA, maybe I might be wrong because I've never seen him in MMA. His striking might have been his strength, so he's thought, you know what, I'm going to give boxing a go a little bit. I know two different sports, but he started well here.
I like this though.
Good right hand there from Marcus.
Taylor's had it all his own way in his crypto fight career so far, but Marcus really, you can see the physical strength in his back and his shoulders, and he's really putting it on Isaac at the moment.
I don't think the TV screen really does it justice, but Marcus is a big lad here. Certainly with the power advantage here, but impressive movement from Taylor in the opening round.
He's looking for that right hand, isn't he, Marcus? Looking to drive that right hand over.
Both 190-pound men, big men, in just only the heavyweights and the bridgerweights bigger than them.
Some nice fundamentals here from Taylor. Just trying to work the jab, keep some distance.
He's just been a little bit more effective, hasn't he, Isaac Taylor?
Needs to get on his feet a little bit more, Anthony. He needs to get on his feet.
There's a good right hand, though. The round's not over yet. The round's not over yet, and that was a good right hand from Marcus.
Final 30 seconds of this round.
And again.
Marcus really loading up
this round at all.
Marcus really loading up that right hand, and I tell you what, if it does land flush, that could be a real shock for Taylor.
Yep.
Closing moments of round number one here. Counter jab there from Taylor. Right hand didn't quite get through there.
Very tough round to score.
Oh, uppercut lands, closing out the round, and that will certainly leave a mark on Taylor. Beautiful opening round here, Indigo at the O2.
Little bit of success for Taylor at the end of that round as well. What he's not doing at the moment, he's working on keeping Marcus off him more than anything, rather than working himself. He's going to have to adjust and move and use. I know it's only an 18 by 18-foot ring, but he needs to use the ring to switch around. Big right hands from Marcus.
This is the closing moments, I believe, of the round. I think Marcus coming through and landing some blows there.
I think the moment I think the commentator's cursed, the moment I said about Isaac winning the round, it all seemed to change from there, and it got really tight towards the end.
I think Marcus really closed
the round
out.
You could have seen either way there. A very hard round to score.
Marcus closed out that round very well, landed an uppercut, and again, look at the size of him. Those punches in 10-ounce gloves are really going to have a compound interest effect as we head here to round number two at Crypto Fight Night.
Pro boxer won that first round for me.
Would you agree with that, Anthony?
I wouldn't argue with that. It was. I think you could see it both ways. That's what I'm saying. He finished the second minute very strong, didn't he, Gareth?
4 two-minute rounds this, of course, so they're into the second round here.
Again, a little longer than our fights earlier tonight, but still not a lot of time to do your work, and we're having a discussion here over who won that first round. It only really matters who the judges thought won that round. But all the fighters here will want to make an impression early on, and Marcus landing the pressure early on.
I'd like to see Taylor pulling the trigger a little bit more, rather than waiting to
too long, isn't he, Gareth?
Yeah, and he's getting caught in that moment.
Do you think that's because he's very wary of the power and the size of Marcus?
I do think Marcus carries a bit of pop in his shots there, and you can see that Isaac Taylor's a bit wary. He can't offer that right hand like that. I believe that the heavier hands do lie with Marcus, but it's very nip and tuck. Oh, there's the right hand again. There's the right hand again from Marcus.
Looking for the uppercut.
He's probably just a little bit too right hand up there. Both good at shit. Good right hand there, though. Good right hand there. Listen, a great exchange, but it's one that I feel that pro boxer Marcus come off the better there.
I would agree with you, Anthony. And these guys are 190 pounds. I'm not sure how Marcus Meg's 190 pounds. Look at him. He's a big lad.
Isaac Taylor needs a moment. Cash needs a moment in this fight where he gets the
Good
deep
left hook there,
respect.
though.
It
Yeah.
was a good left hook. When he needs to get the respect and force his opponent back a little bit more.
Isaac Taylor knows he's in.
There's the
Oh, big
good
right
right
hand land. And Taylor may be hurt here.
There's the right hand. The uppercut, he just needs to pick his shots a little bit better. He's just relying a little bit too much on that right hand.
Taylor trying to survive this flurry. Doesn't look too hurt, but that was a big, big right hand that landed from Marcus.
It was. I think he's fine, Andy. But he was covering up very well as well. Looks good in the eyes.
Yep.
Very aware of it, but he just cannot get his punches away because he's being swarmed by this disease that's all over him.
Just
almost.
waiting that little bit too long.
Round
I
two.
think that was definitely a round for pro boxer Marcus Williams there.
Yeah, round two in the books, and certainly Marcus starting to move through the gears here as we reach the halfway point of this contest.
Think about how good you are, his corner is telling Cash, Isaac Taylor. Think about what you can actually do. You're not producing how good you are, how well you can box. We've seen it in the past.
We're seeing in the replays, we're seeing here the powerful flow that came through from Marcus.
What's that there with the right hand towards the end? Not much handed. That's just where Marcus just calm down, pick your shots, your shot selection a little bit better. But it was definitely a Marcus Williams round in my opinion.
Does this third round now come down to boxing fundamentals?
No, I believe this third round now comes down to who wants it more.
And adjustments.
Yep.
He's got to use his feet, not get trapped in the corner, not get pinned there.
Absolutely.
When that happens, when you've got an opponent doing that, have you just got to start your swinging, start being lateral, start getting those feet moving, Anthony?
That's it. He's got to move his feet, but he's allowing Marcus to close the distance far too much. So he's got to control the distance, but he controls them with his feet.
Tell you what, Marcus is stepping into this third round looking very confident, very positive body language here. Isaac, I've got to say, looks a little bit disheartened.
A little jig out there from Marcus.
Trying to
establish the jab, center of the ring.
Isaac trying to use that jab, but he is backed into the corner.
So if it was a 10 or 12 round fight, you could see him working his way in, but he's in a hurry now, so he's got to force all the pressure as they fight just above us.
And Marcus really loading up on his shots here.
But Marcus hasn't felt anything that's forcing him back at all.
No, landed right up there as well. You can hear the Marcus corner
better.
screaming for him to use his jab. He's just becoming a little bit too reliant on the right hand. Listen,
And they're going to take a lot. He's really loading up. They're going to take a lot of energy
better.
as this round goes on.
yeah.
Minute gone here.
Final
round
minute
three.
now coming up. This is all up for grabs. This now. Okay.
But Isaac Cash
Good body
Taylor
shot again, right
great
hand.
right hand, but he's fighting it like it's an 8 or 10 round fight.
Yep. He's just let it pass him by. It's almost like he's been out hustled there.
Marcus is
And
starting to
that's
unload.
better.
Right uppercut,
Good
good
right
right
uppercut.
uppercut there from Isaac. But then
More of this.
Williams comes back. It's a good exchange.
That's better.
Isaac trying to keep distance with the jab, but being swarmed here by
Definitely
pro
struggled
boxer.
with the strength. Of,
Marcus has
Marcus.
imposed
Yeah.
his physicality in this
Yeah,
fight,
he has.
hasn't
He's
he?
used his size. Good right hand.
Another
good
right hand lands on Isaac. 20 seconds left here in our penultimate round.
Fast
Better.
stance there
That's more
from
like it.
Isaac Cash Taylor.
Isaac now trying to box.
That's better. He's making him miss. That was a
Yep.
lovely
And
little
then he's got to go to
20-second
work
period.
again now.
Now let
He's
your
just
hands
waiting a
go.
little bit too long. Just a little bit too long.
Little shake of the head there. Isaac Taylor saying, no,
There's the
I
right
got
hand.
this, and round three.
That's a very close fight. They feel like they've done more than enough.
Round
Round
three in the books, and that
apologies.
this is all going to come down to round number 4. Both men, we saw Isaac really starting to we talked about fundamentals, but I think it was the boxing fundamentals there that got Isaac through that at the end.
As I said, his corner were telling him at the beginning of that last round, in the minute between rounds, with that vital advice for 60 seconds, where you reset your fighter, you tell him to make the adjustments. But he made those adjustments in the last 40 seconds of the round. He needs to come out now, dance, show all his boxing skills, put it on Marcus, because when Marcus gets caught by a counter, he retreats.
He did, but was that 40 seconds enough to win the round?
I don't think so, in my view.
So he needs a very, very big round here.
He does.
Touch of gloves here as we begin our fourth and final round here at Crypto Fight Night. Pro Boxer versus Cash. Taylor straight back to keeping that jab.
Good right hand there from Isaac Cash Taylor.
I wonder how much the big shots, the big swing of right hands took out of the punching power of Marcus in round number 3.
He's just got to be a little bit busier, Isaac Taylor. I know the good left hook counter there.
Marcus continuing to look for that right hand. Lands with an uppercut.
Both guys up close here, looking to work away. Probably a better work there, slightly coming from Marcus. Looking for that right hand still. The left hook land there from Isaac Cash Taylor.
It looked like it did. It was a very good counter. He's
having a
working well.
decent round here, isn't it?
If it was an 8-round fight, I could see him winning it. Well, it's great work. That's more like it. I do fear it's too little too late, though.
I was just about to say, as he left it a little bit late, it's very close shot. I wouldn't rule out here, wouldn't rule out a draw.
No.
Oh, good shot.
Good shots above us here. As the spray goes across our notebooks.
Smudge my ink. Fighting in the corner here and heading towards the final moments of this fight. How have the judges seen this one?
There's not much in this at all, let me tell you.
No.
Williams continues to load up with the right hand.
And it's also what styles you like, whether you like the aggression of Pro Boxer or whether you like the, wow, it's a lovely left cross, left hook. And he's going for it now, Taylor.
The right hand there, though, but he did. The counter punching's been nice from Isaac Taylor this round, hasn't it?
It has.
It's great boxing from Taylor, but it's not been enough to evade the swarming power of
There's
Pro Boxer.
not enough eye-catching stuff from him, and if there's been a 6-round fight, he's coming into the fight more and more as we see it.
Perhaps too little, too late for Isaac Taylor, but it doesn't matter what we think here at the commentary desk. It matters what the judges think, and they will be totting up their scores. And Greg Hamilton will have the announcement in just a few moments' time. Both men believe they've got it. We see here some highlights from the fight. And lovely movement there from Isaac Taylor, but it was just powerful and great accuracy from Marcus Taylor in this. It feels to me like perhaps Isaac is the better boxer, but again, the power there was just a bit too much for Marcus.
It definitely, the power from Marcus definitely played a big part in it. This is close. Both corners feel like they've done enough. Like Gareth said, it was an 8-round fight. You would have fancied Taylor, but this is close. I think on your card you might have just had Marcus ahead.
It's possibly a draw, or 3 rounds to 1-2.
Yeah.
To Marcus, Pro Boxer.
I won't be surprised if we see a draw.
I'd be very disappointed if Marcus lost the fight, though. Because that wouldn't be good judging for me, even though the judge could reach me from here, and he looks like he can box a little bit.
No one would dare front you up, Gareth. We've seen your high kicks. Again, here at Crypto Fight Night, you got to box to what we've got. We've got 2-minute rounds here. We've only got 3, sometimes 4 rounds. There is no feeling out process. You've got to impress from the first second.
And that was the problem there with Anthony, with Isaac Cash Taylor. He just took a little bit too long to get started.
The judges totting up the scorecards.
It's going to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a draw or a split decision here. We shall see.
There's no argument the more eye-catching work was from Pro Boxer Marcus Williams. With some lovely fundamentals at moments throughout the contest for Isaac Taylor.
Did Isaac miss his brother Anthony tonight? He plays a huge part in his fights normally. Did he miss him tonight?
I think he did when he heard him all night in the ring.
Anthony was supposed to be here tonight, couldn't get over at the last minute, and again, perhaps Cash thought that his brother was going to be in his corner, but it was only at the last minute he found out he wasn't going to be here. The mental game, it all adds up.
The best he's got there is a draw, in my view.
After 4 rounds of action, the judges have scored a split decision at 39-37, 38-39, 39-37. The victory going to pro boxer Marcus Williams.
Boxer gets the win here at Crypto Fight Night. You can see what it means to this young man. Anthony, the right decision.
Yep, you can't argue with that. I thought he was very close. I thought Anthony by a round or a draw, and I won't argue with that.
But what I would argue with, I'd like to have seen 2 more rounds between them. I felt like the fight was incomplete. I'd like to have seen more rounds.